Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today is another installment, well, my last installment of the 30-day tags for the 2020 with Nicky Parr, and this is the day 30. We had to kind of break it up a little bit because of stuff, you know, life getting busy and family stuff and that kind of thing, but we did manage to get it done. So today's day 30 and the theme is Did You Say Egg? So I hope you guys enjoy it. I did a cardboard egg and I am now gessoing it, and this is going to be the start of my tag today. And I had no idea where I was going with this until just before I knew I had to do a tag, and I'm like, what am I going to do? So I just decided to go through my stash and grab a whole bunch of stuff that are kind of similar in color, and I will show you in a second here what I grabbed. These are some of the items. So I got string, I got fabric. This fabric is just a bunch of little flowers, cut out fabric. Goes, you know, those twirly type of flowers. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, but I grabbed the fabric. I grabbed different strings, doilies, ribbons. I didn't use everything, but I almost used everything. There's a piece of greenery, like leaves, fern leaves, and different roses and flowers and cloth flowers and all these things that I've had in my stash for a while, just hidden away. So I kind of filled my little basket full of goodies and brought it all out for you guys today on the last day of our tags. This tag just became super full, but I actually really love it. I thought, this is crazy. I'm just putting all this stuff on, but it was so fun. It went by so quickly. Start off with this baker's twine from Michael's, and I'm just going around in circles, and then I add some tissue paper, and then I keep going around. And this is actually, I don't think this one's from Michael's. This is a different one. This is a dollar store twine. It's like a silky kind, and every time I see string I like to buy it, so I have a few rolls here and there because the kids like it and that kind of thing in their crafts. So that's tissue paper and twine, and I wasn't stopping to think, I was just going for it. Here is some fabric flowers, and I just twirled it up. I was going to wrap it around, but I ended up just twirling it into a flower shape because that's what originally it was, a spiral flower. And I just hot glued that down. I mostly used hot glue to adhere everything down. I did use a little bit of gesso for the beads, but you'll see in a second. So I just hot glued that down and just piled it on. I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed this process. And that's how that turned out. So as I'm getting some of the stuff out that's all around me, I'm just throwing it back into the basket after it's done, kind of. So I pretty much used everything. Here's more gesso. I'm just kind of piling that on. My light in my dining room, something went wrong with it and it's not working properly, so I had to use overlight, like a reading light, so it's quite bright. So here's a couple of different color beads. I have like a peachy color and then a pinky color, and I put both of those variation of colors on because I knew I was going to have some pink hints in the eggs. I grabbed white, pink, and gold kind of things, so that's what I did. And a little off-white kind of colors, cream. And then I'm just here I'm putting more pink beads in the flower, and I'm just throwing hot glue down and just dropping those beads in there, and it looks pretty cool. Seed beads is what is going on here. and I think it looks really cool. I really like the way it's looking so far. So then I'm just grabbing a few flowers. Here's a rose, white rose. I thought I was going to add color and paint, but it ended up not. Then here's a little tag, one of those little circle tags, and I just kind of glued that under my flower, spiral flower. And I just kept going. Like, I did not stop. This was a 20-minute craft that I just kept, it was rolling. I didn't even stop the video. This is the whole thing. Is another little cloth flower that I punched out with tethered, I think it's called tethered flowers or something like that. I have the punch or something a while back. I cut out a bunch of them. A piece of doily going underneath here. This was quite just natural, going for it. And I'm adding more. What am I adding here? Another flower. And then I put like a sequence flower in the center of that flower. And I did 3 of them like that. A yellow doily up here, add some yellow, because I have a little creamy, and this is kind of a yellow color, but I just wanted a few little things to pop colors, so I'm just sticking them in there and really making it busy and fun. So here is a little tag piece, and I just ended up ripping that in half. It was a little bigger. I probably should have put it underneath everything at first, but I'm just going for it. I'm not thinking too much, and I rip it and throw that in there. I really like the way it turned out. I think people should do these little fast art things where you limit yourself to time and just go for it. I didn't really limit myself, but I just went for it and I kept going and going, and it was just fun. So here's the other half of that. I ended up with these little wood letters, and I just put that on my tag for E for Easter. So there we go. Cute. And I wasn't thinking ahead of time. I was just grabbing things. So that's how it turned out. I put one dove at the bottom of my flower. Oh, this is my other flower. And then I have little plastic doves. I like grabbed a few, but I put one down. Another center. I love it. And there's my little dove. And then I put a few of these but in the back. I wasn't sure where I was going to stick them, and then it just looked good in the back of my tag, my little egg tag. So I do a few leaves and stick one in the top, and I really love how it's turning out. I think I was pretty impressed with myself about everything I used. I think I used almost every single thing that I had. Oh, and this is sequence from Michaels, and glitter. It's glitter, and it's like white. It looks like snow, and it's so pretty. And I just threw on some hot glue on my flowers, and it just picked up the glitter really nicely. I've never done this before where I actually throw hot glue down and just glitter. I usually put like wet glue down, and it worked really well, surprisingly. Like I said, the light was so bright you guys couldn't really see that. And then I have this tan. This is the tan baker twine. It's kind of, they have a few different colors, tan and white. They have the blue and white and the red and white, and it's very thin. And I was kind of wrapping the bottom of the egg like as if it was in a nest, and that's where I was going with this. And just wrapping for a little bit here to make it look neskist. Just make it look like a little bit of a nest or something. And I thought that was cute, so I just did that at the bottom. And this is it. This is my tag. Pretty much it. I added a ribbon for the tag part. Instead of putting a hole, I just glued it on. It worked out really great. I hope you guys enjoyed this and have some fun with this one. Check out Nicky's link that I'll have in the description below. And thanks guys for joining us. It's been a really interesting 30 days of tags. So I hope you guys had lots of fun and enjoyed watching, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks friends for watching. Talk to you all very, very soon. I thought I'd add that. I forgot that I added a little bit more. I thought it was right at the end here, but I ended up pulling out some old dried flower stuff that I've had in my stash, and I just put some these look like little seed pods, and I just hot glued those down, a couple of those, and some little branches and things like that that look like it would be really cool on the nest, and added that to it, and it really kind of made it look great. I really love it. and there's the flowers that are orange there, and I just put a few pieces of that to make it pop in there, and I really loved how it turned out. I just forgot to add this little comments about this, tell you guys what's going on here. Thanks again for watching. Bye now.